Not Nigerians tripping over their tripods in the last 3-4 days when they saw reports about 42 South Africans deported from Ireland. And so they thought South Africa is going to roll over and play dead and say, oh, 42 South Africans have been living illegally in Ireland. Not once do they ask themselves this question. What are the chances that they are our people? I mean, like I'm talking Nigerians. No, they never ask that question because their brain cannot think beyond the nose. Their aim and the goal is to humiliate South Africans. Listen, South Africans might not be a immigrating nation. We don't immigrate like that. We do travel for vacations. And once our vacation is over, we come back home because we love our home, South Africa. We do not become a nuisance, a parasite, a leech. We don't become a burden to any other government anywhere in the world. You know why? Because us South Africans have everything. I mean, I don't necessarily need to go to Dubai to experience opulence and beauty and the ocean and all of that. All I have to do is choose between two cities, Durban or Cape Town. That's it. Inside my country. And if I feel like I want some isolation, some, a tranquility, I go to the bush, Kruger National Park, go to Mpumalanga. I can even go to Limpopo if I want to. And I will get everything that I want. If I want to do shopping spree of all the big brands right here in Johannesburg, we have everything. That also includes fast cars, Italian cars, German, you name it. You will find them in all the cities of this country. So why would I travel to Miami when Durban exists? Why would I travel to LA when Cape Town exists? That's our mentality. And on top of that, we South Africans believe that the rand, that is our currency, should circulate inside the country. And if we decide to take the rand outside, it's because it's our choice. So, number 3, South Africa is a safe country. Yes, it is crime-ridden, but it is fairly safe in many aspects that makes people to run away to seek asylum. Like South Africa is LGBTQIA plus friendly. There's no gay person that will pack up their bags and run to OR Tambo International Airport and go to a country where people like that are accepted. No. 2, there is no political persecution. For a political persecution to exist, there needs to be political instability in the country. We don't have that. We don't have political instability, and also we don't have political persecutions on anybody. Whether the person is just a civilian or a politician or whatever the case might be, we don't have that. And number 4, South Africa itself, it is working its darnest hard to grow the economy. Yes, the economy is growing at 0.1 to 0.6% right now, but it is not enough for South Africans to pack up their bags. And even if that happened, no South African will want to become an economic migrant anywhere. South Africans leave South Africa because they want to leave South Africa. And I did see some people say, but you are all over South Korea. Hey, it is not us who went to South Korea. It's South Korea said, hey, you are the only African country we are willing to work with to come and teach English. Yeah, as South Africans. And so South Africans thought, oh, okay, while I'm still looking for a job in South Africa, I can keep myself busy in South Korea teaching English. The only African country that teaches English in South Korea. And lately, I also learned that also in Japan, also in Taiwan and China. So you see, they came to us. We do not go to them. And South Africans that are living elsewhere in the world also, they got jobs, like a branch of a certain conglomerate. You get a job in South Africa and the conglomerate says, no, we want to transfer you to, I don't know, let's say Germany. And then you live in Germany, and then the German country comes and say, hey, would you like citizenship? Some South Africans be like, okay, I'll take the citizenship. It's not South Africans intentionally wanting to be a citizen of any country. And even if they do become citizens of those countries that the country approach them, they still consider themselves South Africans. You will never hear a South African going, oh, I'm a German South African. No. You would hear a South African who is a German citizen saying, I'm a South African with German citizenship, if you probe it a little bit further. But it ends with, I'm a South African. I saw Black Americans the other day pushing back at a Nigerian who got the green card and he's calling himself Nigerian American. Black Americans are like, there's no such as Nigerian American. We don't have such people in America. Just like they are trying the South Algerian nonsense in South Africa too. So they were tripping over their tripods and trying to mock South Africans about the 42 South Africans. Now, I did a little bit of digging. Like, you know how as South Africans, we are like the FBI. How do you put it? Not like FBI, what? FBI de facto. South Africa are FBI de facto. So what we did, we can speak to our Ministry of Home Affairs because it is our right. Remember, South Africans are the government and we put people in positions of responsibility like Home Affairs. So we go to the Minister of Home Affairs and say, hey, listen, who are these people? Indeed, there were South Africans, and I'm talking natural-born South Africans. And if you are a white South African watching this video, please look away. I'm about to say something, but trust me, I'm not going to be offending you. Maybe you're going to learn something out of this, okay? But how you interpret it, that is on you. There were South Africans amongst the 42, and there were white South Africans. Yeah. Our illegal foreigners' favorites. Now, this is where I want to let in our white South Africans. Guys, I envy you. The way I envy you, our African brothers and sisters, I'm talking black, the way they worship the ground you walk on, you could do no wrong to them. You are almost enjoying a godlike status to these people. Did you know that? You did not know. You got the credit that they give you is a godlike status. Yeah, the Africans on the continent. It is staggering. The way it is staggering. It has left a lot of white people that I interact with very uncomfortable. And I said, I don't blame you for feeling uncomfortable because I would be uncomfortable too. And that is why when these Africans leave their countries, when they run away, they go to countries where there are white people. I can tell you right now, if y'all were not in South Africa, they wouldn't even come here. So, in other words, they are here because of you. Yeah, they are here because of you. They think you guys, you just do this and magic happens. Or you take a pen and you do this, poof, a castle appears out of nowhere. And you do this and a glass slipper also appears. That's how they think of you guys. They worship the ground you walk on. So, they deliberately, therefore, having found out that out of the 42, only 3 were South Africans, and white South Africans at that. I mean, we understand why white South Africans would be in Ireland because of the whole, oh, we are being G-sided in South Africa type of narrative. And Ireland was like, nah, that's not happening. Go back home type of situation. So anyways, I'm just letting you know, if you're a white South African, I envy you. The amount of credit these people give you, the amount of credit these people give you, it's crazy. It's creepy too. Very creepy. Anyways, I got an article from briefly.co.za. This article was published on the 21st of June 2026 at 25 past 10 a.m. and by Rutando Masasi. And they have 3 bullet points here. The first one is Ireland deported 42 South African nationals on a chartered flight at a total cost of 14 million rand. Bullet point number 2, the group consisting of 9 men, 18 women, and 15 children arrived in Johannesburg on the 19th of June 2026. The action aligned with Ireland's safe country of origin policy. Home Affairs, did you hear that part? Okay. Designating South Africa as a stable nation, because we are a stable nation. What would you be seeking asylum for as a South African in any other country for that matter? So you can already tell that this is a trend that is not South African. This is a trend that is not South African. Between 18 and 19 June 2026, the Irish government pulled off a deportation operation. 42 South African nationals flew from Dublin to OR Tambo International Airport in Johannesburg. The group of 9 men, 18 women, and 15 children were deported after their residency applications were rejected. The total cost reached 14 million rand, an average of 330,000 rand per person. Jeez. These expenses covered a private aircraft, logistical coordination, and security for the group. The financial scale of the operation is due to the Irish state's commitment to enforcing its immigration protocols. Under the current system, Irish authorities have prioritized the removal of individuals from countries deemed safe to free up resources for refugees fleeing active conflict zones, which makes perfect sense. Since South Africa is a democracy with a stable legal system, the majority of protection claims from its citizens are viewed as economically motivated. Now, the citizen part, this is where you have to air quote it. The return of the South Africans coincided with tension within South Africa regarding immigration. The March and March movement intensified public pressure, and they returned to a nation grappling with its own internal immigration crisis. And indeed, we are. So there is a debate in South Africa regarding the deportation. Some South Africans firmly supported the deportation. We very much do. I mean, I was one of the people that participated in saying, if you are a South African and you are living illegally in someone else's country, you must be deported back to South Africa. How dare you embarrass us like that? And you should be banned from ever traveling outside of South Africa. But then again, I understand Section 21 of our Constitution, freedom of movement, allows you to travel anyways. But can you stop embarrassing us? If you are illegally living in any other country on this planet, stop embarrassing us and come back home. Arguing that everyone must enter foreign countries legally and respect international laws. Interestingly, others were skeptical, questioning the true identity of the returnees. Well, three are South Africans, and those three are white South Africans because they are fleeing the whole narrative of G-side in South Africa. The rest, you can imagine where they come from. Green, white, and green. Yeah, Nigerians with your tripods trying to mock South Africa. These are your citizens, and we are going to be deporting them back just like that family. Remember that Okayana family? Yeah. Y'all also put your tripods and you're mocking South, and it turned out they are actually Nigerians. Just like as we know our people. We know our names, we know our surnames, and we know how our people look. We could be in the middle of Manhattan or Central Park or wherever it's filled with people, and there's a large group of black people. As a South African, I can point a South African in the crowd and say, you are South African. 99.999% of the time, spot on. And the remaining 0.1%, it's not that far-fetched. Maybe the person will say, oh, no, I'm from Eswatini. I mean, hello, Eswatini is South Africa. And someone will say, no, I'm from Lesotho. Hello, Lesotho is in the belly of South Africa. So we're still accurate because we can spot each other. We can spot each other. So that is why when that family said they're South African, their lives are in danger, we're like, oh, hang on a minute. Before we get to the danger part, you are what? You couldn't be South Africans. And secondly, we don't have a surname like that in our, in all of our, maybe not 11 languages, but all our South African cultures. We don't have that kind of surname and names. We don't name our children like that. Anyways, let's proceed. A number of online users claim that actual South Africans do not violate travel laws. We don't. And suggested that the group might be foreign nationals using fraudulent South African passports. The harsh public stance align with the internal immigration controversy in South Africa with movements like March and March. You can read all about it if you want, and then they show all these discussions on X. South Africans saying, take your people, Nigeria, because it is them. It is them. So this excitement that, oh, South Africa, now you are beginning to feel the pressure. The world is pulling away from you because you're deporting Nigerians. Deporting Nigerians. What's so special about Nigerians when everywhere in the world they are being evicted, rejected, not wanted? When is it going to sink in your thick skulls that you are a problem, you're a menace, you are a leech, nuisance to other people's countries? When is it going to sink in? Oh, it's not going to sink in because mentally, 100 million Nigerians are mentally not well. I get it. I get it. Shame. Let me not say any further than what I've already said. So, fellow South Africans, 3 South Africans, and they are white, that were deported amongst the 42 because they were seeking asylum for, they tried the whole G-side thing. Ireland said, there's no such, go home. That's what happened. The rest, yeah, Nigerians. Nigerians, when are you going to stop? When is it where you guys going to sit down with each other and say, hang on, guys, this is not working. Can we turn a new leaf? Can we turn a new leaf and let's do things by the book? If we don't know how to do things by the book, let's learn from others. Let's ask them, when you are in another man's country, what is it that makes the people of that country not to notice you? You live a quiet life and you mind your own business. But importantly, you follow the law. That's what you do. Because you're an African, and South Africans always thought that we were all brought up in a similar environment where you have Ubuntu. We learned as South Africans that Only South Africans practice Ubuntu. Only South Africans practice Ubuntu. Our home training is far different from all the other African countries. Maybe there is an exception, but thus far, it doesn't look that way. Y'all are gonna have to prove it. That no, we are also raised with Ubuntu in our homes. But anyways, let me leave this video right here. Happy Monday, everybody. And I hope that Home Affairs will come back and, let us know who the remaining 38 people, I think. Who are they? Right? Guess time will tell. And I know there's more that is coming from Ireland, from Japan, USA, Canada, because now they are looking at their own books as well. Who did we let in with a South African passport? Anyways, goodbye, guys.